Okay, listen, I'm only up here for like a select amount of time. I'm not about to fuck around with y'all bitches. Okay, I'm actually like 3-4 hours fucking late from recording this motherfucking video, and I got shit to do. So we just gonna go ahead and jump into this. And please don't look at me too hard. I mean, y'all bitches know we're going from a 9.5 to a motherfucking 10. Okay, but we gonna try to hurry up and get through this shit because I ain't got all day to be wasting with y'all motherfuckers. This is unedited. Okay, get ready with me. Okay, but we still gonna drop the intro.
Let's talk about it.
Yo, I hope that this fucking video wasn't recording because like it says like 4 minutes and like 12 seconds right now. I hope that the shit wasn't recording before I hit record because this has been doing that lately on StreamYard. I don't know if it's a glitch because of the Wi-Fi. I don't fucking know, but like hopefully it wasn't doing that shit before because I know y'all ain't seen me playing with my tooth. Okay, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, listen, I don't have a natural. I don't know when people say like, oh, you have a side tooth missing. I don't know if this is what we consider the side tooth, but this isn't a natural gap because this isn't even a natural tooth. Okay, and if you've been here for a long time, like you've seen my teeth shape shift. Okay, the best my teeth has ever been is when I had like this Invisalign case, which I miss having it. I was so tired of it, but now I miss it. And I need to pay hundreds to get it back. Like that's the only thing I would have to pay like 300 to get it back. But the way I used to lose my Invisalign tooth, like it would be an Invisalign tooth with like a clay like play thing of like of a tooth impression of a tooth, right? Because if you don't know, it's a long story short, but like I had a dental horror story when I was in like elementary, middle school, or whatever. And in 2019, it just came to a head, and the tooth just popped out of my mouth, and been dealing with it ever since. Could have really been all over this shit. Like this shit really could have been over years ago, but I've yet to go get my extraction done, which is nobody's fault but mine. But it's we'll get to it when we can. Um, yeah, but there was like a long period of time where I had an Invisalign tray, like I said, with the impression of a tooth, and I would lose that all the time, either like the tray or the tooth, and I thought it was the worst thing ever. And so then finally they gave me what you call like a pontic, like a denture, like an implant, like a temporary implant, which is this shit right here, right? But I don't like it because I like the case. I hated the case because I couldn't really eat with the case because it was like literally an Invisalign tray. Um, and then after a while, because I drink so much and I was drinking like a lot of dark liquor, the case started turning brown, which would kind of make my teeth look yellow. So I hated it after a while, but it was cute at first because my teeth was fine. But when I got this shit, even though now I'm able to eat, even though I try not to eat with it, and it's really just for cosmetic reasons why I have it, like why I wear it, obviously, because I'm not about to get up here like for Sean Rock with a fucking hole in my mouth. But yeah, what was I saying? I forgot what the fuck I was saying. But yeah, child, it's in my motherfucking mouth, and I miss the old case. I miss the old case because having this shit, like they didn't measure it right, and I told them, man, I said, do not make me look like I'm missing a tooth. Like, oh, well, I gotta do it a certain way because you don't want it to be like a real big tooth, and then it's gonna look weird. Like, and now this shit, like, and I've had this maybe about a year now, but like I'm over it because every time I get on YouTube and I just see this shit, and I'm like, I know people really think like I'm missing a tooth or some shit, and it's like. No, baby. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get that shit fixed soon. I'm gonna probably get the Invisalign case again. Okay, so my teeth can look better, and then use this as like a backup. You know, because I still gotta get the extraction done. Once the extraction is done, because I gotta pull the other tooth that's there, and then they have to implant a new one. It's okay. We 29 and we leaving our Saturn return behind. My Saturn return peaks on March 7th. I'm not really ready. I'm not really ready. Okay, for those of y'all that's not really familiar with astrology and that whole world, go over to y'all can like join my Align and Souls page. Um I'm still just in a frenzy of what I'm gonna be doing if I'm gonna put everything together. Or why do I have a Cash App notification? Did somebody send me money? Or is Apple trying to take money? Oh, my MTA boost expires in 2 days. Child, because living in New York, girl. Don't tell me I need a new. I thought I needed a new brown eyeliner already, and I just had bought one. But yeah. Oh, I need to eat. I need to eat. Yeah. What was I saying? So yeah, like I'm so over my Saturn return. I'm so over it. And if you don't know what that is, basically, like I said, you could go follow my other channel, astrology channel. Um, or you could get a reading done with me. But basically, Saturn return is a period in life that everybody goes through. Twice in your life, sometimes three if you're lucky enough to, reach the age of 88. But it usually happens from 27 to 30, like 55 to 59, and then like 86 to 89. Um, but for the most part, it's what you would consider like a midlife crisis, which is, during your 50s, and then, from 27 to 29. And it marks a major period in time of life, right? It really depends on where Saturn is placed in your chart. But this is usually when people start growing up. Like, it's that point of teenagers to adulthood where you go from being single to being married, to having kids. Like, a lot of people was born during their parents' Saturn return. Like, I know I'm going through my Saturn return now, my first one, and my mother's going through her second one, which means that I was born under hers. And literally the day before I turned 27, which is when my Saturn return started, that's when I moved away from my family. Mind you, you start feeling and witnessing the themes of what's going to be happening for the next 2 to 3 years for you, a little bit before and a little bit after. So, of course, there was things that happened, that March and that April that kind of like gave me a huge heads up as to what I would be experiencing the next 2, 3 years after. I'm speaking about, like March 2020 or whatever. But then does anybody else's, because I have a brand new iPhone, does anybody else's iPhone, like, the face ID picks and chooses when it wants to work? Oh well then, girl. Oh damn well. Oh damn well. Niggas better take advantage while I'm here. Better take advantage while I'm here. And that's part of what, like, I guess I got to talk about today. But yeah, back to my point. So basically, long story short, like, at the start of my Saturn return, because I have Saturn in my first house. First house is like the house of identity, but like it's just not about, like, it's about where you have Saturn placed in what house, but it's also about what it aspects. So I have Capricorn stellium. I'm a Saturn root chart. Capricorn first house, Saturn in the first house, and then I have Saturn square your Saturn square Sun, which is in my fourth house. So long story short, basically what I'm saying is that my Saturn return was always going to be like, oh, it's about you breaking away from traditions and your roots and breaking away from your family and like becoming independent and yada 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 yada, yada, right? But because my mother had me during her Saturn return, you know, naturally, now that I'm having mine, she's having hers. So a Saturn return is kind of just like a review of life. It's like where your life has been going the last 27 years. If you're happy, where it's supposed to be going, where it was supposed to go, but where you fell off the path, whatever, da 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 da. So for her, obviously, the review is like, okay, you had a child and you had one job to raise that child and da 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 da. 27 years ago. Now, 27 years later, what's going on? And the obvious answer is like, you know what I mean? Because clearly, if I disassociate myself from my family, that includes my mother, and it's like, now that she's going through a Saturn return and the lessons are coming up, like, what did you learn? Da 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 da. It's kind of like, but it's different for everybody. Like I said, depending on where you have it in your chart and all of that. So definitely book a reading if you're interested in that. But everybody definitely goes to a Saturn return. If you have Saturn in the first house, like I said, it's a lot of identity issues, personality issues, just who you are out in the world. First house, anything like I feel like is like the worst because first house is like that everything. It's like your entire body. Whereas it's like every other house is like a part of you, like a body part of you. first house is like the actual body, right? Or more so like the brain, like it controls everything. Um, but yeah, first house is like identity, ego, self, all of that. Like who you are, right? You know, and first house for me like represents a lot, like about me, because I have Capricorn in my first house, like I said, I have Saturn in my first house, I have Neptune in my first house, I have Uranus in my first house. So with me having Saturn in my first house, and then me also being a Capricorn rising, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, that makes me very much well, very much a rebel, yes. Very much an adult as a child, and kind of like become like a child as I grow up, and I learned to have fun after my Saturn return. You know, that would explain me being 12 years old writing fucking novels and shit. That would explain me being fucking 14 years old and graphic designing for celebrities and record labels and doing all of that shit that, you know, if you've been around, you've heard me talk about. The Neptune in first house of self, Neptune is all about like mystery and intrigue and spirituality. So that would explain aligning souls, okay, and the tarot part, and you know the inspirational shit when it comes to my story times or whatever. You know, that explains that mystery about me, or that X factor about me. Also explains my creativity. You know, the green screens, the talent. And then the Uranus part is that rebellion. Uranus is all about rebellion and just beating to your own drum and just speaking out and freedom, very Aquarian energy, right? Because Saturn is Capricorn energy, Neptune is Pisces energy, and Uranus is very much Aquarian energy, right? A little bit Saturn too, because depending on the ruler. I mean, depending on whether you're looking at it modernly or whatever. And I know a lot of y'all, well, I'm not going to say a lot of y'all. I know some of y'all probably don't care, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's 2023. Okay, it's time y'all learn. Okay? It's time y'all learn. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to force feed astrology down y'all motherfucking throats. Because the more people understood astrology, listen. And the more that y'all hear me talk about it, rather than let it go through one ear and out the other, it'll better explain my stories and better explain my experiences, and then you can literally relate it back to your own life, right? Like, it's different than just like hearing me tell a story about, oh, how I had sex with a person, or oh, how I got scammed, da 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 da. But if I explain the astrology behind it, you might think about situations that have happened to you where certain shit has happened. And the thing about astrology is that it always repeats. It always fucking repeats. Like, we just had COVID 100 years before that was the Spanish flu, lined up with the same dates and transits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I could give 1,000 other countless examples, but we're not here to do that in this video, because like I said, I was going to be here forever, and I already know I'm about to be here at 5 o'clock, because how is it already 4:30? 15 minutes and we ain't done shit. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So I say all of that to say, now that I gave y'all examples and shit, okay? Look at me, masterclass teacher. That's that North Node Sagittarius, okay? Just like my motherfucking mother, who's a Sag and also a teacher. Okay, and then I got Sag as my North Node in my 11th house, which means that no matter what I do, I'm supposed to teach a flock of people. I'm supposed to teach the world. It's given very Malcolm X, who's also born on my birthday. Fun fact. Okay, so oh, and if you're new, or if y'all wonder why my voice be switching in and out, it's because, listen, I have this thing. If I'm comfortable with you and you've already like seen multiple sides to me, or all my sides, then it's like I don't know, and it's something that I'm gonna have to work on and break through, because y'all have known me as Sky, not so much as well, yeah, I mean, y'all really have only seen me in like one of three ways: either as Sky, maybe as Jersey if you've seen me get mad, and Chi. You know what I mean? But y'all have never really like been around Oriana, the soft, delicate cunt. So, you know, just bear with me throughout the videos when my voice and shit be switching up, because I'll start off a certain way and then I'll be like, like, just subconsciously, I'll be like, it's YouTube, child. They know you. Like, and it's not even like they, like, y'all know me as though like that's how I speak or that's how I am 24/7. Like, it's just, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Because my voice definitely changes depending on who I'm around. And it's more so out of a comfort thing than it is a want type of thing. Because it's easier to, and that's a video for another day. It's a video for another day. You know, because there's a lot of people, depending on who you ask, who feel like they can just say that they trans and not have to do any work, and it don't work like that, baby. You want to do all of that faggot gay shit? Stay your ass on WeHo, stay your ass on West Village. But out in the real world, baby, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. And it doesn't mean that your pronouns are not respected. It does not mean that there's a attack on your life. It doesn't mean that you can't be who you want to be. It doesn't. But what it does mean is that you have to also understand that the rest of the world is not as progressive as New York City, as WeHo, as all of these places that accept the gay pronouns and accept the this, that, and the third. So if you want to call yourself a trans woman and you want the world to see and respect you as such, know that outside of those gay spaces, you have to move and look and present as such. Don't you dare go into a fucking, I don't know, don't you dare go into south side of Chicago or into someplace that's not a gay location with a fucking beard talking about you a trans woman. Girl, because I got opinions on that. And that doesn't mean somebody homophobic. No. Because what you're not going to sit here and do is sit and play with the titles. Do that shit. Do that little gay shit. Do that in WeHo. Do that in West Village. Do that in San Fran. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Do that in Miami at Post. You know, do that in the little gay towns. Do that in Fire Island. But don't come into the real world where the real girls, okay, have gone through the necessary protocol. Okay, because that's another thing too. People have, and when I say people, I mean gay people. Okay, listen. People, listen. If you don't know me by now, if you don't know my mouth by now, okay, maybe I think it's something cute to start calling me as a, like, and say as like my own intro or whatever. Because it's just like, if you don't know me, or if you don't pay attention and actually listen to what it is that I'm trying to convey and say, you'll think I'm anti-black. You'll think I'm homophobic. You'll think I'm transphobic. You'll think I'm fatphobic. No, I'm just bullshit phobic. And every community can get it. I don't care that I'm black. I'm not rooting for everybody black. I have a questionnaire that we need to fill out first because I have questions. There are questions that need answers. There are things that I need to know before I throw my hat in the race for you. Okay, because y'all not about to embarrass me. Okay? And that's just where I'm coming from. And like, that's why, like, I know y'all get irritated with me, and I'm gonna tell y'all every time. Until every time stops becoming every time, and we can start doing better. But I'm gonna tell y'all every time. I know y'all get irritated with me, but it's like, Sky, we miss you. Where the videos at? And this, Listen, because who knows? It's 2023. Some of y'all might even be trying to be influencers now. Some of y'all may have even surpassed what I've been able to do. Who fucking knows? But I'm gonna always put y'all on the game. It's very easy to stick to YouTube or just stick to content creation, period, when you're active and you're consistent. But when you're not, you can't. And I deleted my main pages years ago. And so anything that I've created after, I've had to rebuild, rebrand. And Aligning Souls did what it did for a while, and then it stopped. And I haven't really done Aligning Souls in like 2 years. And then this channel, I was kind of picking it up this year, but not as consistently as I would like to have. But that's the thing, you know, when you get to a place where, what did I say in the beginning? You know, you become independent, you stripe away from your family, and then literally you're just like, you know, trying to make sure that you have you to fall back on, or y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Like, when you become an adult and your bottom line is like, okay, making sure, bitch, I eat, making sure that like I'm good type shit, right? It's not the same as like just kind of like being in mommy's garage and it's like, okay, well, I have years to figure it out. If YouTube doesn't work this month, then next month I can put in 60 more days. And it's kind of like, okay, well, you still got, you know? So I tell y'all that every time. So, you know, when it comes to like me being inconsistent, it's never really anything outside of just life be life, huh? You know, and the time will be right. I mean, I believe in timing. I would absolutely love to be like back honestly full time by my birthday. I would love that. That's actually my goal, to be back full time. by my birthday, by May. If not June, that would be ideal. So that's why now it's just like I had to make sure that I filmed something today. Because originally I was going to stay home and start pre-filming a bunch of content, for the next few days or whatever. But then, child, I realized that my phone bill is due in 2 days. And then Beyonce definitely just, listen, we're not even going to talk about the Recession Thoughts tour. Okay, we're not even going to talk about her. We're not even going to talk about her. Okay, so that's why I was like, let me just get my ass up. But instead of like, because I go through this thing every month. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much work, but it's still a lot of work. Because when life is like, come on. When y'all get off of a 8, 10, 12-hour job, you don't feel like doing shit else. I can sit here and try to be as inspirational as I want to y'all, and I have been, and I will be. Okay? Because how dare you go to somebody else's establishment and spend 8 to 10, 12 hours, okay? Not even counting the time that it takes for you to get up, for you to travel there, for you to meal prep, for you to do all of this, that, and the third, just to go and support somebody else's dream, and then you get off, you too tired to want to, add to your own future? Absolutely the fuck not. But I get it. You know what I mean? And so, life be lifing. And so that's why in my head, I've always had this mindset of like, either bulk film or like try to get it out. Like, especially like every month around the first, I don't know. I just have this thing where I'm like, get shit done on the first so you can hit the ground running, and then it'll be like the fourth. And then I feel like, well, damn, I gotta make up for the first, second, and third for everything that I had wanted to do. And it'll be plans that y'all don't know shit about, that I done created in my head. And because I have believed it, and now it's days later, I feel like I owe, and then I get overwhelmed, and then I just don't end up doing shit. That's why I said today, let me just take the time that I need to. And let me just, at the very least, just start doing Get Ready With Me. Just start posting Get Ready With Me's. Okay, just start posting Get Ready With Me's. And that's an easy one video. You know what I mean? And if I can do, hot topics of this, that, and a third in between, then whatever. We'll figure it out. But at the very least, since I'm doing my makeup every day anyways, what is it to turn the camera on and film it? Okay? That's why they unedit it, and whatever comes up. Okay? And then just release it. You know what I mean? Because people used to love to Get Ready With Me. So why not? Right? And that way the channel can slowly build, even without me putting 150% into it. You know what I mean? It can slowly do something. Something is always better than nothing, right? And so that's just kind of where I'm at now with it, because oh yeah, by the way, I'm sick. I'm on like the last day of a cold, where it's all coming up and out. That was another reason why I wasn't going to do nothing. But I've literally been in bed like the last 4 or 5 days. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't even want to do like a super, super fucking beat. I don't know. Because I wasn't necessarily planning on going anywhere tonight. But since I'm about to go clock in and do what I need to do, I'm going to be mad if somebody hit me up while I'm out. That's what I'm saying. Like, because I don't, unless I know for sure, like, I'm 100% like coming home, or like if I have enough time to or whatever, like, I always make sure I go out like I don't plan on coming back. That's just how it is to live in New York. And there's a lot of things that I love about New York, which brings me back to my original point. Going through my Saturn return has taught me a lot. And then not only having my Saturn return basically focused so much on my identity versus, who I'm meant to be, who I'm destined to be, versus who I've been created to be through trauma and what my family wanted me to be, and realizing how like that and society and all of that. But then I had the North Node transiting through my 4th house of home. And, so there was a lot of moving in situations with that. And then, it was inevitable that YouTube was going to take a back burner. And I knew this at the start of the transit. I just didn't really think it was going to be like that, like drastically, like 2 years old. Like, and yeah. And so like, I'm glad, like, and if you don't know what I'm talking about with that, like, listen, yeah, we're not going to do eyeshadow. We're going to keep it cute today. Because I know. Girl, because I know. Hold on. We're going to hold on. Child, anyways, we are back. I said, not my motherfucking beauty blender in a goddamn shower. Girl. So yeah, like I was saying, so basically the North Node is all about like your destiny and where you're supposed to go. South Node is all about like where you've been, kind of what you need to like let go of or like focus less on. And so I had the North Node traveling through Taurus because I'm a Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Capricorn Rising. And so I had Taurus Sun in my 4th house of home. And so basically having Taurus or having the Taurus is all about comfort, right? 4th house is all about home, right? So basically, if you don't understand charts, the easiest way to break it down is learn what each zodiac means and then learn what each house means, right? And understand what zodiac goes with what planet, right? Taurus goes with the planet Venus, right? And so Venus energy rules Libra and Taurus, and it's all about comfort, luxury, pleasures, music, art, food, whatever, wealth. And 4th house is home, right? So having Taurus there, it's all about like wealthy home, wealthy spouse, possibly. More so wealthy like home or like luxury desires, like all of these things that I never really had connected with or identified with. And I realized why, because I wasn't coming from an authentic place. Again, the point of Saturn return is to break you out of old traditions that do not suit you, right? It's taking you out of teenagehood and forcing you into adulthood. And so that was a lot of the trauma that I had to break through, was like realizing a lot of my ideologies and programming wasn't from me, but it was from my parent. And I think I was about to say parents, child, girl, since when? It was from, my family or whatever. And, because like I used to read all the time, like, oh, Taurus, and then especially with Sun in 4th house, that means like you real close with your family and you all about home life and da-da-da. And I'm like, what? Girl, I've been trying to escape my home life. I fuck my family. Fuck my family. Like my entire life has been fuck my family, and I've been trying to escape home life. But like I had to realize, it was like, I get it. Because my home is in a square against my identity. And so anytime, anything is squared, like I have Saturn square Sun. It's like it's a battle between my identity and my roots, my identity and my roots, my identity and my home, right? Identity and my ego. Now I get it. But once I've gotten over it and I've learned the lessons, now I can come into who I'm real like. This is why y'all need to book a reading with me. Okay? If you do not know, I am a psychic, light worker, healer, astrologer. Okay, and I also do tarot. Okay? I do it all, baby. I do it all. Okay? Book a reading though. Info down in the description box. Book a reading. Okay? Website is probably down. Cause child, why would I pay for that when I'm not even posting? Okay, but I still take readings. Okay, so just for people in the back that, if you want to know if I still do readings, I still do. Even if I'm not posting, I still do personal readings, baby. So you can just contact me at any time, email me, hit me up on Instagram, whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay, we won't say no to cash, baby. But yeah, I say all of that to say, because like I said, North Node transit has moved me around a lot and da-da-da-da-da. So when you consider everything between like, who am I? What do I want? Da-da-da-da-da. It's kind of just made me realize that, and it gets way deeper, but it's kind of just made me realize that, definitely like living where I live, while I love it and I'm gonna always love it, living where I live has been like a trigger response, a trauma response rather, because it's, well, I guess I can't really talk about it without talking about it. So basically, there is this method called astrocartography, right? Again, book me for a reading so I can help you figure it out. But basically, astrocartography will tell you the perfect ideal places for you to live, right? Because no matter where you go, every place in the world has an energy, right? So for example, typically you don't want to live under your Mars line because that's where you're gonna fight a lot. So for example, with me, if any of you guys remember like the Puerto Rico story I told y'all a couple of years ago, that's where I went to Puerto Rico. It was my first big check on YouTube. Family was jealous. Damn near left me in Puerto Rico. Everybody else had their shit booked except for me. Okay. Kept getting into it with my mother over fucking money. Had alcohol poisoning out the fucking ass. Okay. And yeah, I realized that I was on my Mars line. Okay, and that made a lot of fucking sense. Okay. Give y'all another example. Neptune line is good for spirituality and creativity. Uranus line is good for rebellion. But you never want to live under either because very chaotic, very unstable. Because Neptune's is Pisces energy. It's very dreamy, rose-colored glasses, right? Either to you or from you. And Uranus is very unstable, chaotic, plot twist type of energy. And so, guess where I've been living all my life? Guess where I've been living all my life? Okay, under my Neptune and under my Neptune and under my Uranus lines, right? And of course, my Neptune line goes directly through New York, right? So if you kind of like paying attention to what I'm saying, you kind of get my drift, right? And so like you don't want to live under your Neptune and your Uranus lines because it's like it's going to be hard to ever really like build something up. You'll build something up and then it'll wash away. Hello, can we save the 20K? Anybody? Okay, the 19K I made. And then you two went through apocalypse and I had to start all over. Or the constant rebuilding I've had to do throughout my motherfucking life. Like, there's so many examples I could give. But like once I figured all of that out and like realized how the energies was playing a part, it was like, okay, I am ready to kind of like leave New York. And then like there's been countless experiences that have just been showing me. Like if you pay attention, the universe will show you all the goddamn time. And that's why a lot of people don't be believing in fucking God, because the universe and God will like show you when like they'll show you all the red flags, but you won't fucking believe it. So then you'll ask God for a red flag, and then like let's say like you unsure of whether or not you want to date a motherfucker. The universe could have been showing you that, but you won't believe him. So you'll be like, yo, God, do I date this nigga? And then you'll start seeing what appears to be good signs. You'll get into a relationship and then eventually realize he's not the one for you. And then feel like, oh, I was set up. And it's like, no, because you're supposed to lead by faith, not by sight, right? But because you keep focusing on what you think is supposed to be a physical sign when signs have been in your face this entire time, the only way for you to learn was by setting your dumb ass up to fail. And I hate to put it like that, but I mean, it kind of is what the fuck it is. It's like hard-headed, and that's what a lot of people go through. But like lately there's been like a lot of signs on my face or whatever. Of just like, yeah, it's time for you to go. It's just time for me to go. It's just time for me to go. I'll leave it at that. It's crazy how I matured and just where I don't even want to say matured. Like I hate when people like y'all, like I hate when people be like, oh, you've grown so much. And yeah, I've grown tons. But none of the ways that are really that visible to people unless you've known my trauma. Other than that, I'm the same motherfucking bitch. Unless you've known my personal traumas and how it's affected me, you don't know my growth. So I hate when people say shit like that because it's just like, oh my God, you've grown. Now, if you see a light or see an energy that's just a little bit lighter, that's different. Okay, but cut all that other shit out because you don't know my trauma. You don't know which and what ways I've had to grow. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. And I was about to say something else. I was about to say, what the fuck was I about to say? I was about to say something. Oh, yeah. But like really for me, astrology and spirituality is what has made me grow because child, and I hope this shit better have been recording my motherfucking voice this entire time because I know the last motherfucking video I did, there was no goddamn audio. Well, I'm sure y'all hoes will tell me. I'm sure y'all will tell me. But no, astrology and spirituality is what's really helped me grow, to be honest. To be quite honest. Because it just made me like just be like, yo, just chill. I mean, even though I've always, again, I have my North Node in my 11th house. 11th house is all about social groups, friendship groups, community, right? I told you, it's given Malcolm X, right? And then especially having North Node in the sign of Sagittarius, I'm meant to teach people, meant to lead people, right? So it's definitely given like political leader. It's definitely given like, you know, somebody that's of the people that understands the people. And if you know me, like I've always been that. I've always been like the voice of the underdog, like always, right? So I've always given people the benefit of the doubt and their grace. And that even kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about like, see how I skip around, but I come right back. Okay. That even kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, where I was like, oh, like people gonna think I'm homophobic and a coon, and then it's just like, no, I'm just bullshit phobic. Like, I don't care who you are. I'm not gonna let a skin type or a sexuality or we're not about to bond over human conditioning. We're not about to use that to bond. We're not. No. If anything, we're gonna bond on a soul level. That's where I meet people. I meet you on a soul motherfucking level. That's what I recognize. Okay, because you could be black, you could be trans, you could be chubby. Okay, you could wear big curly hair just like me. But if your soul is fucked up, guess what I'm gonna see and feel first before you even speak a goddamn word? I'm not about to cape for you if your soul is fucked up and your energy is fucked up. No. So that's what be killing me. Even though I understand when y'all be like, oh, when you come into the room, you're black first. You sure? You sure? Because I've been in plenty of rooms where I came into the room and I was a faggot first. But that's a conversation for another day. Y'all not ready for that. Actually, y'all are. Because it's been over 3 years. And like, we need to get the pots going. Okay? That's another topic we're going to talk about a little bit. In a little bit. Okay? But, yeah, I'm just anti-bullshit. And so, astrology has really just helped me settle into that and just giving people as a whole, just as a human, race. Because everybody's different. And that's the problem with y'all bald-headed bitches now. Y'all don't know how to motherfucking empathize with each other. You don't. That's the problem with the movie You People. Girl, don't get me. Ooh, titties about to come out. Don't get me started on that movie, You People. Horrible ass movie. But it definitely highlighted and showcased the black community. Definitely did. Showcased the white community as well, but like showcased the black community in a way that I don't think that a lot of people pay attention to. Okay? Okay? Because old boy, his whole monologue to Eddie Murphy, oh, spot on. Spot on. Every last word was deserved. Eddie Murphy was a complete fucking asshole. But Lauren London, projection. 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 Complete projection. Complete projection. And I used to say all the time, this world would be so much better off if we just live by this one simple rule. Learn how to adopt a similar connection despite our motherfucking differences. How the fuck is a Becky from Beverly Hills supposed to understand what a Shaniqua from Crenshaw has gone through? If, like, how? And Shaniqua from Crenshaw damn sure don't understand what Becky from Beverly Hills is going through, but nobody's willing to sit at the table and have a conversation. And then when the Becky is trying, then we want to get offended by every last goddamn thing. Every last goddamn thing. Because you feel like a toy. You feel like the token black. Like, all of that is projection, baby. Unless somebody says to you, oh, come meet my black friend. Come meet my black daughter. Oh, come touch my black daughter's hair. Unless it's like literal shit like that, calm it the fuck down. Calm it the fuck down. Like, that should be happening all the goddamn time. All the goddamn time. All the goddamn time. And that shit, ooh, that shit be irking me. Ooh, that shit be irking me. all the goddamn time, and y'all don't realize how much y'all fucking do that dumb shit. Like, and then the second that somebody speaks up about it, it's like, oh, so you a coon now? Oh, so you just gonna wear the cape for white people? And if I did, then you think by me saying something about to you think that's just going to remove and negate the 400, 800, how many years of slave? Like, because that's where we automatically jump. Because for me, I'm just looking at it as a, why are you talking to this other human that way? But for you, it's like, oh no, you a clone and your ancestors. It just be a lot of projection. And focus on what I'm saying. Okay, don't take it to point D if we on point A. This ain't about, oh, but they be da. Nobody said they didn't. That ain't what we talking about. That ain't what we talking about. Let's focus on what we are talking about. Okay? And in this conversation, Eddie Murphy was a complete fucking asshole. And everybody that I've seen on my timeline, oh my God, it was so funny. It was so funny. It was so funny. Why was it funny? All he was doing the whole entire time was making fun of white people. That's funny? That joke is tired. Tired. It's tired. And I can take it a step fucking further. And see, this is why I said, it's just, y'all just gonna have to cancel me from every community, I guess. Because I'm gonna just be deemed offensive to and by every community. Child, because see, because I was about to say something, but I don't know if we ready for that conversation. All I'm gonna say is this: we love to say how inviting we are, but it's not true. It's not realistic. It's not reality. Because I watch you people, and I sat and watched how Eddie Murphy sat and ragtagged that boy the entire fucking movie, and it got on my goddamn nerves. And it was only because he was white. And then I sat and I watched how that lady, his mother, was simply trying to relate to Lauren. But she took everything as an offense, as a jab. And it was just like, what the fuck else do you expect this bitch to do? And then y'all would be like, well, I'm not about to educate a motherfucker. And again, focus on what we're talking about. If we're not on point D, let's not skip ahead, baby. Okay, we're not talking about when it comes to Black Lives Matter, when it comes to protests, and when it comes to like actual shit where it's like education needs to. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about simply relating as a human. Okay, so don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Two things can be true. Don't jump ahead to section D when we on one. Okay? Okay, you want a sequel, baby. We ain't even made it out the prequel. Let's stay here. Okay? But like, what else was the mother supposed to do? She was trying to relate. And then it's like, well, you need to learn how to be around black people. How? When she ain't never been around black people. But then we want all the grace in the world when we show up to a Starbucks or we show up to a Beverly Hills, and then we feel like, don't try to, like, you can't take the hood out of me. And then you'll have those that argue, okay, well, we do get professional, and that why can't, like, we're not as accepting and welcoming as we want to make it come off. And prime example, after I watched that movie, the very next day, yesterday, I ended up watching Beauty Shop. Because, I started, just thinking about how, like, Queen Latifah really used to dominate, like, when it came to movies. Like, dominate. Like, there was, like, a whole Queen Latifah era where she was just running shit from Beauty Shop to Barbershop to Last Holiday to Bringing Down the House. Like, where she was just like, killing the shit. And so, I saw on YouTube that they had Barbershop. And so, I'm not really a fan of like rewatching shit, but like a lot of those movies that I used to love and I feel like are some of the best movies of all time, because none of them, like, they're not making movies or TV shows or sitcoms like how they used to. They're not making them at all, really. And so, there's replay value in it for me because I remember Beauty Shop, but I didn't remember it, like, to quote it. So I watched it again. And while it was a phenomenal movie, the entire fucking movie the girl who played Maya on Girlfriends, the entire fucking movie, she was just sitting there ragtagging on the girls because they were white, and ragtagging on the boy because she thought he was gay. And I was just like, what is the fucking point? What is the point? Like, seriously, what the fuck is the point of this? Like, who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? The entire fucking movie, right? And then, like, when you really sit back and you think, like, oh shit, because like I said, like, I started watching it because I'm like, okay, you know, this is the shit that I miss. This is the type of movie that I miss. But then when you sit and you watch it from, and I'm not even going to say even with a 2023 lens, because I know shit is so woke nowadays, and nowadays it's just like, okay, everything seems problematic, and da 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 da. Because even as a kid, it was just like, okay, I saw through shit. But now, it's just like, when you sit back and you realize, like, there's no more content like this around, and it's just like, okay, well, where is all the black media? Where is all the sitcoms? Where is all the movies? And it's just like, but would it really be worth it to still be the butt of the joke? Like, the butt of the joke in 2023? It's like, because this movie is not this movie is not isolated. Like, nothing that happened in this movie is isolated. Like, it's the same shit that was happening in a lot of movies at that time. Well, you know, every movie found a way to get its jokes in about different groups of people, whether it was the trans community or the gay community or white people or fat people. Like, it did not matter. As a matter of fact, no, I'm gonna go back to it earlier. Because now when I sit and I think about, like, a lot of the movies that we loved and a lot of the humor and shit that we used to laugh at, and like now how in 2023 everything is so problematic and da 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 da, it's just like, can we still be funny without making it at somebody else's expense? I know that we can, but like, then when you sit back and you think about how many people say, or how many people are trying to like censor comedy and shit like that now, it's just like, can we also be accountable for the part in which that we played in it? Because again, and again, in the same breath, we'll always be like, oh, but we the most accepting. And are we? Are we? Are we? All right, when you go back and you look at the media and you go back and you look at the content, and there's so many jokes and shit like that from that type of place, can you really sit back and say that? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Makes me fucking wonder. Makes me fucking wonder. But the movie was good though. It was cute. It was cute, but it definitely just like put shit into perspective for me. Yeah. It's that You People movie. I don't think people ready to really have a real conversations that needs to be had from that movie. And I don't think people ever really gonna be ready for that conversation. I don't even think people are interested in it. Because they're barely interested in who fucking directed the shit. And then you got people like, well, you should have known it would have been like da 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 because he directed it. And I mean, listen. Just conversations motherfuckers are just not ready to have. And I feel like people have them. Mm-mm. 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 I don't know. I feel like people pick and choose when they have them. Like, people pick and choose, like, what can you call it? So now I'm throwing the fuck off. Oh, not the powder on the face. But people pick and choose when I had a conversation. It's like selective outrage, basically. Is what I'm saying. Like, selective outrage. Like, let's get mad about it when it benefits, but like not really interested in having a conversation. And like that's another thing I'm tired of. It's like it's 2023. You're not tired of having the same exact conversations that you've been having for years. Like with no real change or no real solution. It's like I can't do it. I can't. Like now there's so many like buzzwords and trigger words in 2023. It's like spirituality and manifestation and elevation and trauma and trigger and toxicity and all of these buzzwords and shit. And people don't understand like multiple things can be toxic. First of all, always being in a negative place, yes, obviously fucking toxic. But always being in a state of healing, a state of growing, that shit is just as toxic. That shit is just as toxic, especially when it's under the guise of like healing through other people, which happens more often than people would love to admit. It's like people love a good trauma bond session. People love to kind of like, woe is me, misery meets company. And it's just like, whether you're constantly in a place where that makes you sick and you're constantly getting ill, that's obviously toxic. But yes, constantly being in a state of healing and growing and that's surviving. That's not living. That's surviving. And that's not a good place to be in either. That's not a place of freedom. Like both places are jail. One just looks fancier, and one just has like a better painted brochure. But it's like, you want to feel like you have heaven on earth, basically, right? It's almost like when they say like too much of a good thing can be bad as well. You know what I mean? It's like when you have too much fish, too much tuna, that you could have too much mercury and fucking get poisoned. Same shit. Same motherfucking shit. I said that I was not going to take fucking forever to do this shit. Here I am taking forever to fucking do this shit. What is this? Not indeed. Ain't nobody going to Jersey. Ain't nobody fucking going to Jersey. Ain't nobody going to Jersey. Like ain't nobody going to Jersey to pregame. Ain't nobody doing that. Like if you don't like going to a certain area, that's cool. But like ain't nobody about to travel far out an hour away just to like no. You made the choice to have a social life in New York City, so that's what comes with it, boo boo. Now, once in a while, to appease, cool, maybe. But if you think motherfuckers about to just be like, oh yeah, the way you've been Jersey every week, from now on, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Oh, I gotta get some new fucking elf concealer. And I know I need to drink mad motherfucking water because I've been sick as fuck these last couple of days. Like sick as fuck. Sick as fuck. And I hate being sick. Like especially when it's like a common cold and then you have like the sore throat or like the chest, like, and that's what it was for me. Like it wasn't so much the sore throat, it was more so of like, hold up, I'm trying to make sure I get demonetized. It was more so like the what you call it? It was more so like the common cold, like chest, like couldn't really breathe through the chest, had chills as fuck. Somebody gonna ask me if I had COVID, and I said no, bitch, because I've had COVID before. Like I can smell, I can drink, I can taste. Like I would know if I had COVID because liquor would taste like metal. Like, I'm good. It's just a common head cold, which I usually only get like twice a year. You know, it's like when the weather is like drastically changing, and if you live in New York, it's like, child, it'll be 70 degrees one day and then 28 the next. Okay, it was like -6, like I want to say like almost like a month ago. It was like -6 degrees, and then the very next week it was like 60 degrees. It was like, bruh. And I fucking hate being sick. Like, I hate it. But like every time I cough, I just think of what my grandmother used to tell me, which used to be like, oh, just cough it up, cough it up. Because like when the mucus and shit is stuck in your chest, it's like, gotta come out somehow. Well, cough that shit up. Right? You keep drinking water and you piss it out. Which I couldn't, because every time I would drink water, it would make my chest fucking hurt. Ugh. You know, so it was like a rough, like, few days, but hopefully for like the last day. I was supposed to be recovering and chilling, working until tomorrow. Of course, Beyonce woke us up all up and said, bitch, y'all got other plans. Okay, because I was not prepared. I'm not saying I'm going to still be prepared this week. But I know that I need to start getting prepared. The way that social media is going the fuck off, and the way that people is mocking up prices and shit, like, I'm saying $100 for nose. I mean, $1,000 for nosebleeds. I said, might be worth it, but okay. Listen, I'm going to Club Renaissance. I'm going to Club Renaissance, and I would like to go twice. I would like to go in 2 different locations, 3 really. Like I said, we're gonna get the channel popping back up off the ground. You know, because I miss I just miss certain shit. I miss certain shit. I miss being an entrepreneur. And I miss being a creative, most importantly. And there's things that I want to do. And there's voices missing right now, especially in a creative space and especially in a talk space. There's voice that's missing. I don't know if any of y'all are out there that's like me, but like I keep saying, like I'm a open opportunist. Like what do you call it? Anybody can get offended. Anybody can get these hands, basically. Like, everything is some sort of war. If it's not a gender war, male versus female, straight versus gay, gay versus trans, like male versus woman, like black versus white, like everybody is just like competing to be the fucking white man in the room, like, or more so, everybody's just like fucking competing, like, if not competing for fucking power, then it's just like competing to be the victim. And I'm so over it. And I'm just like, where are all the like even a lot of the platforms that I engage with and listen to, I've had to like kind of unfollow or just stop engaging with as much, or like I fast forward when certain shit comes on. Like I just started paying attention, especially to black content. Like, first of all, black media is very toxic. I believe black media is very toxic. And I'm not even just talking about like the shade rooms and the neighborhood talks and all of that. That is obviously very toxic. But I'm also talking about black creator content platforms. Stop fucking trauma bonding. If I come to your page and every other sentence is as a black woman and da 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 da, it's like, why are you regurgitating this shit back to people that's black? This is not the platform to do that shit on. And I feel like I'm so by myself. Like I feel like I'm the only one that finds that shit weird. Like, am I the only one? Why am I tuning in to BET to hear about the black experience when I'm a fucking black woman? Take that shit to fucking ET or the Hallmark Channel. Like, I didn't come to BET to hear about what it means to be black when I know that I'm black, baby. Like, okay. And then y'all try to wrap it up in, oh, I'm black and I'm proud. Okay, so stop talking about the struggle then. Let's focus on what we're proud about and less about the struggles. Because all I ever hear every time I go, like, please sit down and watch Cocktails with Queens. And please sit, like, you make it a drinking game. I don't care what episode you choose. Pick any motherfucking episode. Sit down and watch Cocktails with Queens and tell me that they do not say as a black woman or relate to black women, a black woman struggling, a black, like, and it's nothing ever good. It's always bad shit. And if it is good shit, then it's, well, I love black women. When it's really something that can relate to all women. Because that's another thing that y'all do that just annoys me. It's like, if we not boxing ourselves in with trauma and making it a, like, it's just we constantly making shit a black thing, whether it's trauma or whether it's something good. Somebody can color in a coloring book. Oh, I love black women. So creative. It's a coloring book. Somebody could be talking about God and pulling tarot cards. Oh, I love black women. Oh, black women so creative, so spiritual. It's tarot. Like, stop trying to gatekeep, like, everything. Like, stop. Stop. Like, that shit really grinds my fucking gears because it's so... And again, I know people gonna think I'm a coon, but I'm sorry. Like, I just don't think people like, again, I don't come from the place of like, I'm gonna just stick to my own and relate to my own and hold my own down no matter how wrong. Like, I'm a human. And that might sound very all lives matter to some of you. It's not, but I just need people to understand how, like, sometimes things can, like, you can become more divisive. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? And it's not to say that certain things shouldn't be just for you. That's not what nobody's saying. You know what I mean? It's not what nobody's saying at all. But, like, just understand how sometimes it can be very divisive. It's just like, we're talking about spirituality. Now, if you're talking about, like, a church and they doing all the yelling and hollering and or if you're talking about every time motherfuckers laughing and it's slapping, running around and falling out, like, certain shit is just like, okay, that's just black culture. But, like, other shit, it's like, okay, like, even now in 2023, motherfuckers still want to say BBLs is black culture. It's not. Can y'all let it the fuck go? Let it the fuck go. Maybe in 2005, maybe it was, but in 2023. It's not black culture no more, baby. It's mainstream pop culture. It's mainstream pop culture. You think the kid that was born in 2020, the kid that was born in 2002, looked at you, looked at you and said, ooh, I want her body. Or did they look at a Kylie Jenner who, yes, may have gotten a BBL based off black culture and said that they wanted one too? Like, cut it out. Cut it out. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, we be wanting everything, but then wanting to be position ourselves as a victim when it does work out. But, like, it's almost like Nene Leakes, who I need to do a video on. It's almost like Nene Leakes style. It's just like, you have the potential to be great, but then when it's time for you to be great, it's just like you somehow fumble the bag. Like, because I don't get it. It's just like, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't be getting it. That's why I just only concern myself with shit that needs to be concerned with. You know what I'm saying? The other day-to-day shit, you're not about to catch me being mad at. I got better shit to do. But tell me that y'all not watching Cocktails with Queens or these platforms that every 5 minutes it's as a black woman and da-da-da-da. And why is it that black? Like, and then y'all ask these dumbass rhetorical questions. Why is it that in America? Why is it that with black people? Why is it that with, bitch, you fucking know. Now, either help solve it, help find the change, or shut the fuck up and let's move on. Can we stop? Oh my God. If you feel like black men ain't shit, then find a different prototype. Stop dating in the hood. Stop dating, like, because I'll see that shit too. And then people will be like, well, what you mean? It's just the pick of the litter. It's just the pick, like, because, you know, now people are like, okay, well, take accountability, choose better. And then you'll have other people that counter that and be like, how do you expect me to choose better when this is what's being given? Are you in destitute? Do you need that to survive? Why you can't just leave and go to another motherfucking stove? Why you just can't leave and just give it to God? Like, I'm not understanding. Please don't act like dick is gonna save your goddamn life. Like, and that's not just to shit on women, because we can shit on niggas too, but y'all been doing that all my goddamn life, which brings me back to my original point. I'm so tired of all, like, am I the only one who feels like every single piece of content that I consume is just biased and it's centered around one person's trauma and or experience? And I get it, like, as a creative, as people in talk, as people in media, it's like, yes, tell your story, get your story out there, get other people to relate. That's cool. But a lot of y'all have fucking platforms where you are literally inspiring millions of people based off of your unhealed trauma. Because you out here preaching about how niggas ain't shit, all because you ignored the red flags in your relationship. And so now these women are going around talking about how they city girls and they scamming the niggas and they gonna get to the bag with a nigga. And it's just like, it's all about the intent and just like everybody's just biased. Like, the salons are just as toxic as these barbershops. All I keep hearing about is, oh, in the Joe Buttons, in the Kevin Samuels podcast, in the male podcast. Girl, go ahead and in the female ones too. Because y'all don't ever take accountability. Neither side is taking accountability. Ever. I go into the salons, y'all still talking about how niggas ain't shit. Oh, y'all telling y'all, girl, you better keep him. You know, every man out there, they either in jail or gay. You better keep him. He a good man, Savannah. Instead of saying, bitch, focus on self-love. That's what you need to do, okay? Or, bitch, you keep dating from a place of trauma, okay? You keep dating somebody who reminds you of your daddy because your daddy wasn't there. So really, you keep chasing after your daddy when really you need to just heal and not date from a place of trauma. or Susie, maybe you need to stay single, okay? Because you've been with a man every other year after high school. When you gonna sit down and get to know yourself? See, y'all bitches not having a real fucking conversations. Y'all not. Y'all not. So y'all get up on the podcast and on these platforms and have the same exact conversations that these niggas do, but the female version. And I'm tired of it. And it happens with the straights and the gays as well. I mentioned it earlier when I talked about the gay shit. Okay, with like, even though that whole Aretha Natural Woman thing was a hoax, that's some shit that the gay community would do. Okay, and I also brought up how the gay community where it's just like, I want to wear a beard, but I want to be called a woman. Like, am I the only person that is just yearning for like motherfuckers who are non-biased, who can see all sides and not just speak from a place of their trauma, but like what shit is with no type of bias attached, with full accountability? And I feel like I'm the only person that's able to even deliver that. Okay? Because at all times, I'm thinking of all sides and all parties involved. At all times. That's just how I am. But a lot of shit that I'm listening to, I don't get that. I don't get that. Again, I will be listening to Cocktails with Queens. And I know in some type of way, even on TGIF, Claudia Jordan is going to find a way to position women as the victor in a situation or the victim in a situation and make sure that the woman, no matter what happens, is seen as right. We all know Krishana is motherfucking toxic. We hate her on Baddies West. We do not like her now. We tired of seeing Blueface and Krishana. And this bitch is talking about she pregnant. This bitch is so dumb that she took 3 pregnancy tests and automatically assumed she had triplets. She's seen every other day fighting random people, if not for Blue, okay? And then aside from that, after she announced that she was pregnant, she got caught fighting like 2 to 3 times at the Baddies West premiere and ended up fighting her old Silas and then jumped into a fighting for somebody else, all while pregnant. They discussing it on TGIF. Claudia made sure she found a way to position Krishan as a victim. Oh, well, Blueface is a narcissist. And y'all see what I mean? I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Because it's like from every direction I see people doing that shit. And it's just like, can we stop? Can we just get back to calling shit out how it is? Just call shit out how it is. But it's like, no, I gotta protect black women. I gotta protect women. I gotta protect gays. I gotta protect, like, can we get to a place where we just protect humans? It like, maybe it's just me. It gotta just be me. Right? And I don't feel like there's not like one piece of like, even people that I thought was maybe non-biased, I'm starting to see their biases, and it's just like, damn. Oh, you like that too? Damn. And it's fine. That's how it's just like, I know that people want me to come back to YouTube and all of that, and trust me, I am. In all due time, man. Eventually I'll be back full time, and I'll be in the media space full time because I'm needed. Like, everybody is coming from a biased place. Like, why do you have to be only Team Nicki or Team Cardi? Why can't you like both and see the flaws in both? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like everything is a war. Everything is this or that. There's no fucking gray area. And then it's just like, depending on what side you go, you're looked at a certain way. If you stand with straight people, you homophobic. If you stand with homophobic people in an argument, you're fat. If you stand with white people, you're coon. Okay? If you stand with black people, you're ghetto. Like, I'm tired of it. That's why I said all of y'all bitches are annoying. It's gonna take all of y'all to get me the fuck up out of here. Okay? Maybe that'll be the one thing that gets the world to fucking finally unite, is getting Scott Santana the motherfucker up out of here. Okay? Because the way that y'all gonna be so sick of me when I'm done. So I'm just tired. I'm tired of everybody and the bias from everybody. And it's just all of this confusion and just complaining and like no real work being fucking done. There's no fucking accountability, no real accountability. We'll get mad for the moment. Okay, it's given very much Gucci blackface, but then in 2 weeks we buying, okay, to go back to the hood and stunt. Like, go get a life. Like, go do something. Go touch some grass. It's just be fake outrage for nothing. Like, and then y'all misdirect y'all anger. Like, all week I seen TD Jakes trending on Twitter. And just like I said with Trump, that nobody fucking listened to at all the entire time he was running, y'all wrong at the wrong motherfucking person. Y'all got Trump the fuck up out of here, but what about all the people that voted him in? You think they just suddenly poof disappeared because he gone? He was just a phase. So all of this week, motherfuckers been mad at TD Jakes because apparently him and his family founded the Shade Room, and it's like, okay, the fuck is that supposed to mean? It's still 27.2 million people following the fucking blog. Let's talk about all of y'all bald-headed bitches that still follow it. I don't give a fuck who the founder is. Have we not learned anything recently with Elon? I'm about to call him Elon Jakes. With Elon, have we not learned anything recently with Elon? All it takes is a simple price, okay, a cash number. How much? That's all it takes to switch over ownership. But it's still 27 million of y'all motherfuckers following this problematic platform, and a good percentage of y'all are black. Okay, and don't sit and try to argue, because I had somebody try to argue me before, and I had to mute them and all of their mutuals and people following them. Because don't sit here and try to tell me that out of 27 million people that black people aren't the majority of people following the Shade Room. Come on now, it's a black block. Come on now. Especially when Zeus is doing motherfucking numbers, okay? They just said that Baddies South did over 54 million fucking views last year. The way that Baddies West be trending. Come on now. But y'all want to selectively get outraged at TD Jakes. Y'all bitches, y'all need healing. Y'all need therapy. It starts with that. Like I said, fake outrage. That's why I said motherfuckers gonna get mad at me, but if you just listen to what I'm saying, you'll understand why I say the shit that I do. Like why I say fuck the whole protect black women movement, because do y'all really fucking mean it? And again, when I speak about shit like this, I'm never speaking in moments that it actually fucking matters. Like if there's a knee on somebody's neck or Breonna Taylor and shit like that, we're not talking about shit like that because that's not everyday shit. We're not protesting every single goddamn day, even though we should be. Because kind of adds to my point. But, okay. What did I say? Don't get canceled today. Might be going a little too off the deep end for y'all today. Okay, because it's very much giving Gucci blackface, and in 3 weeks we bond again. Might be going a little too far. Let me not conflate thoughts, okay? Because I know some people still at the back of the bus trying to, okay? One equation at a time. How can I lose if I'm already chose? Like, I was supposed to be doing console, but I ain't done nothing but run my mouth. Yeah, let me just blend that. Because that is not contour at all. And that looks a mess. And I gotta go. Because I am an hour over budget. I was been supposed to go. Child. But what the fuck was I about to say? I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. Oh, but yeah. Like, even with Nene Leakes, like, y'all know I do not like that bitch. I don't. And the way that y'all make that bitch trend every single goddamn week as though she did not sit her big funky ass up on Jason Lee's Hollywood Unlocked platform and sit there and compare her fucking cast members to being house niggas. And not niggas with an A, niggers with an ER, hard ER. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and look at the interview. It was from like her last season, sometime in like June, I want to say. One of these days, I'm gonna find the clip so I can stop talking about it and start showing it. Because the way that y'all still go up for her. Oh, when I heard her, because I was already done with her after Trump. And then seeing the way that she switched up and da-da-da-da-da. But especially when she compared her struggles with Bravo and what she was going through and saying how I felt like she had a foot on her neck and comparing her struggles to Breonna Taylor. Oh, that's when I was done with her. And that's when I was done with y'all funky ass fans that sit here and keep trying to get her to come back. Okay, and then that's when I was really like, oh, but it's protect Black women. Oh, it's Black Lives Matter. Like, it's just like, because how do we get outraged about one thing? And I know there's going to be some smart ass that be like, okay, but you're talking about lives lost, and then you're talking about reality star. Okay, but we understand passion when it's time to get enraged, right? So get enraged about that. How she still got opportunities after calling her castmates house niggers? How she still getting opportunities after saying her struggles felt like she had a foot on her neck? And y'all still going up. Like, oh my God. But that's y'all queen, child. And one day I'll do a separate video. Maybe tomorrow. I was supposed to do it today, but Nene being on Breakfast Club is not I mean, it's a win in terms of money, but it's not the flex that y'all think it is. Not when this bitch had this whole time to really pivot her career. How you, one of the best reality stars of all time, and do this with your life? Make it make sense. And Nene has nobody but to blame by herself. Her fucking ego. Her fucking ego. And once again, she set her ass right up on a motherfucking national platform and shaded the girls over at Bravo. Just like she did her last season. Went around doing interviews with anybody who would fucking listen, telling all the girls, warning them, oh, they better watch out when we get to the reunion. Okay, because she was on like reunion interviews and they was asking, what can we expect of the reunion? Oh, these bitches better watch out. I'm coming for them, da-da-da-da-da. And mind you, this was the year of Zoom, the Zoom reunion. As soon as we got to the reunion, what happened? She closed that motherfucking laptop and then tried to make it look like everybody was coming for her and wanted to play victim. Typical fucking Nene. Shade everybody. Throw a fucking boulder and then go hide. Get mad when motherfuckers come back out. Like, she'll throw a fucking rock, but they get mad when motherfuckers come back out with a slingshot, with a shotgun. That's y'all queen. Y'all go up there. Y'all love it. Like I said, her being on Breakfast Club is not a win. It's not the flex that y'all think it is. Okay, a bigger flex would have, as soon as at the climax, and I mean climax, which for me I feel like was 7 years ago. Okay, Nene has been relevant 16 years, and out of the 16 years, her most relevant, her most iconic, her years that y'all keep making memes from, that's keeping her relevant, are not from the last 8 years. They're from her first 8 years, and I've been saying that, and I'm gonna keep saying that because her memes and her quotables, none of that is from the last 8 years. It's from her first 8 years. Okay, let's make that very clear. But to me, a win for Nene would have been at the height of your climax in career, or as soon as you knew that you were done with Bravo. I would have sat down with Tiffany New York Pollard, okay? Because not everybody's comfortable doing a solo podcast, and 2 people on a podcast makes it funnier and more entertaining. Sit down with Tiffany New York Pollard and do a podcast and interview reality stars, Bravo celebrities, not just people on Bravo, but Love and Hip Hop, like done all of that, and just talk to upcoming stars and their stories, and like she could have been making bank and coin and really just. But now she's signing up to be a third on somebody else's shit. Wasn't you just bitching about ownership and how you don't get paid for your memes, and then you go and sit to become a third, a part of somebody else's shit? And there's nothing wrong with that. Granted, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? We just sat and talked about how I used to make $20K, and I just told y'all I'm trying to hurry up so I could go clock in and make a few dollars today. Okay? Go do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. But there's something wrong with it when you're Nene Leakes. Okay? There's something wrong with it when you want to carry yourself like a boss, but you're more of an employee. Okay? And to anybody that's ever wondered why Nene has such a problem with Candy, that's why. Because Candy is an actual fucking boss and gets respected as one. Nene is just playing dress up. Nene's just playing dress up. And we all know those people. We all know those people. Hell, some people even think that I'm that person sometimes. But we all know those people who can talk the talk, but may not necessarily walk the walk. You know what I'm saying? It's just like may sell the vision, but may not vision may not come to reality. And then that's Nene. It's like she tries to come across as the boss, but she's more so the employee. But that's y'all queen. But that's why she don't like Candy. Because Candy is a boss for real. And Candy gonna get it done. Okay? And there's gonna be numbers. And it's gonna be profitable numbers to make you want to come back and invest again. Hence why Candy is the only housewife for like 10 successful spinoff shows. And also, too, Nene is only good in conflict and only good in microdoses. So she would not be good on the Breakfast Club to see every day. She wouldn't be. Because Nene is the type of person that needs to go back home, okay, reflect on what she said, what she thought, and what was actually said, and reflect on what the media is saying about her and how the public is viewing what she said and did. But her being there daily, that's not gonna be good for her. Not somebody as powerful as her. Yeah, let me hurry this up. But yeah, I'll do a whole separate video on that. And hopefully by the time I do that video, I can find a video of her on Jason Lee. Because I will never forget it. And she was sitting outside too. She was like sitting outside when she said it. She like literally compared them to house niggers. And it had to have been on Jason Lee. Because I don't think anybody would be that dumb enough to say it on any other platform. But Jason Lee is like so... Y'all know Jason Lee. So that's the only platform she could have gotten away with saying some shit like that. But I remember. I fucking remember. I remember. Let me see. What the fuck else has been going on? I mean, Baddies West has been cute. I've been enjoying it. Supposed to be doing a review on that tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. No. Yeah, but Like I said, I'm kind of like just over New York, and it's time for me to move. And somewhere drastic. And it's not that I'm like gatekeeping where or like it's not that deep. I'm just still figuring everything out, but it's definitely time. It's definitely time, and I ain't got no choice. I really ain't got no choice. But either way, my life is about to drastically change within the next 2 months, and we just want to see how. Just gonna see how. Just gonna see how. And I'm at the end of my Saturn return, which happens March 7th, which I'm not ready for. Because basically, like on your peak date of your Saturn return, that's kind of like where you kind of like, it's like, did you learn your lesson? Like, it's kind of like where the energy kind of like hits the fan. And I know everything that I've been going through the last 3 years, and it's just like, and when that period comes, like when that day comes, when like Saturn hits its peak and it's at like the exact place it was when you were born. And you can find that out by booking a reading. Okay, or going on Google, because I'm not telling y'all bitches how. Book a reading with me. Okay, book your personal reading so we can figure out your tea and what's going on in your future. You can literally find out anything you want to know by booking a reading with me. Literally. Like if you should have kids, your career, where you should live, where to find love, how to find love. Like, astrology is fucking crazy. Crazy. And then I also do the tarot as backup to get messages from spirit. And then also I'm psychic and intuitive, so like I also receive downloads and messages. But like astrology in itself, it's fucking crazy. Like I'll give you an example. So since I'm a Capricorn rising, that means that I have Cancer in my 7th house. And so whereas the 1st house is the house of identity and self, 7th house is all about partnerships and everybody else, right? So having 7th house Cancer, basically, what did I tell you earlier? If you know the house, just know, what the zodiacs represent. So Cancer is all about warming moon, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's very like motherly, warm, feminine energy, right? Protective energy, crab in a barrel, right? And so having Cancer in my 7th house, it's very like oh, maybe it's not a lashes day, because I think I ran out of glue, y'all. I mean, that's what I wanted originally, but since I've been on this thus far, I'm going to put on blush and shit. But I ain't doing blush if we're going to be natural. But yeah, having Cancer in the 7th house basically just means I want to protect her, right? I need to feel protected at my partnerships, right? And then I also have Mars, which is basically like the planet of aggression. Mars is like the father, right? But aggressive, dominant. So when you think of Mars, you think of like a police officer, you think of like a security guard, you think of like, right? Like a football player. And so I have Mars and Cancer in my 7th house. So I need somebody that's very dominant, because I'm naturally dominant. And I also, have like a Mars Leo natural dominant place, which Beyonce also have. But having Mars 7th house Cancer, basically I need like somebody in a power position, okay, or at least going to be a power position in a relationship, that's going to make me feel protected and secure and all of that. And so yeah, and I could give away one secret. So, oh wait, no, I do have enough for lashes. Okay, just enough, but I definitely got to get some more glue today. Okay, so yeah, I have Cancer 7th house, right? I have Cancer 7th house, right? So again, you can find out whatever you want to know using astrology, whatever. I have multiple methods that I use when I do my readings. I use astrology, okay? I use tarot for more messages, okay, from spirit, and then I also get downloads, okay, psychic insight downloads, intuitive downloads, right? And so when it comes to like love or whatever, you want to look at like your 7th house, and you want to find the house lord. So I told you I have Cancer 7th house, and Cancer is ruled by the moon, right? So you want to look to wherever the moon is, right? Whatever planet rules the zodiac that's in your 7th house, you want to look to where that place in your chart. So I have Cancer in my 7th house. It's ruled by the moon, and the moon is placed in my 3rd house of communication. Okay, right. And so anybody that knows me knows that my number one way of not only relating to people, but just when it comes to like friendships, like I can't go outside and like go out to drink and without a pregame. Okay. When it comes to relationships, I'm not even interested in you if you can't, because my love language is communication. I love to talk. I love to speak. Hence why I do what I do for a living. Hence why this video is what it like. Okay. And so all of that said, because I have Cancer in my 7th house, but his ruler is in my 3rd house, my ultimate lover is going to be somebody that I can communicate with, that will protect me, that will also be passionate and dominant, but somebody that I can communicate with. And it's also a way to tell you where you will find your perfect lover. Okay. So 3rd house is not necessarily social media, but for me, in my case, it rules social media. It rules social media. Hold up. Yeah, it rules social media. I was gonna say something, but girl, just know it all worked out. Just know it all worked out, and I'll leave it at that. Just know it all worked out. Cause this shit is drying quick as fuck, and I don't know if this is right or left. I think that's right, and I think this is left. No, it's this left, and that's right. Child, I don't fucking know. But yeah, please comment down below if y'all understand everything I was saying when it comes to like everything just being so like a war, or like, child, just comment down below if you understand of what I was saying, period. Whether it was talking about you people, or speaking about how like everything just feels like a war, whether it's gender wars and lack of accountability, and how we need more, you know, we need to adopt similar connections despite our differences. Like, let me know. Mm-mm-mm. Gotta get this phlegm up out of me. Y'all see, it's trying to come out now. Yeah, I might have just called it a wrap with this. And maybe I'll just go out without lashes. I don't necessarily like doing that, but then some days I do be wanting to be like, pull down and demure. Yeah, I mean, I might just pack them in my purse. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Just pack them in my purse, just cause I don't want to keep sitting here fool lying around with y'all. Like I ain't got shit to do. Yeah, cause it ain't shit left in here. Plus, I'm tired of just sitting here looking like a 9.5. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on, we're gonna put this in front. Okay, cause y'all not about to. 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 Ain't it wild what ain't it such a wild difference that hair makes? Ain't it such a wild difference that hair makes? Because I ain't do shit but take my hair off. That's why when people be like, oh, would you ever do another? No. Because you want to see, listen, I'll show y'all right now. Hold up. So let me get my boobs in y'all face. Hold up. Hold up. Child, y'all seen the mix before. Okay. Oh, she's not as bad looking on camera. She's not as bad looking on camera. She's not as bad looking on camera, but in person, like I know I love a gingerbread red. A gingerbread red. And it used to be my favorite bob wig, but it just need to be styled better. Get somebody else to do it. Yeah. Yeah. I really want to wear lashes, but if the universe don't want me to wear lashes, then I'm not gonna wear lashes. I've been saying it for years. I gotta get my skin together because oh, that's a mark. Let me get that mark out of here for people who think it's a hair. Mm-mm. Okay, let's get that the fuck up out of here. Excuse me. I know some of y'all probably looking at me like, that's a lot of powder, bitch. And it is. Thank God I got new shit again this week because the way that I was just walking around looking like this. And so I was able to get to a Dwayne Reed downtown because listen, where I live, they ain't got shit. Okay, so I had to wait till I got okay, because I live in the city, but not the city. And the way that I would leave out my face would be like this. And people already stare at me. So like I don't be thinking nothing weird when people be staring at me because I'm a bad bitch, okay? Neptune first house, okay? What I tell you, I say rose colored glasses. That'd be the rose colored glasses that people be looking at me through, okay? But child, I be walking out the house looking like this. And 6 o'clock. I did not. I was not supposed to leave at 6. I wanted to be off at 10. I'm really mad that it's fucking 6 o'clock. Shawty, see, because now I'm tempted to stay in the fucking house and do what I gotta do. But see, as long as y'all got this one video, that's really all I cared about. Because I definitely had woke up at like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. today. Said that I was going to get started, get a jump start. And then I didn't realize it was like February 1st until like 12. And then I was like, yeah, let me get up. Child, I didn't get up here until I got up here. That's the goddamn problem. I'm trying to get off a nighttime and nightclub schedule. Because the nightclub schedule, girl, don't be going to bed till like 6 a.m. Once I move, though, things will be better because, you know, these other girls, that's what I would miss about New York. These other girls ain't no place like New York. And I'm going to always have a soft spot in my heart for New York. Always. I'm going to be bi-coastal. That's another reason why I'm like, I got to get my YouTube and definitely my career up off the ground because I want to be bi-coastal. I have to be. Like, I literally have to be bi-coastal. If you know, you know. I got to be bi-coastal. But, and I'm going to be because New York is home. But it can't be my mainstay home. I got to go. I got to go. And New York is showing me I got to go. So in multiple ways on one. Just know I got stories coming out the ass. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do that. As far as like the podcast or whatever, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do that as well. Because I really, really do want to do a podcast where I'm collaborating with somebody. But at the same time, I would not mind a personal podcast. So I think it's probably best for me to just have multiple podcasts and just for now, just start off with what I know, which is a personal podcast, like just doing story times. And maybe bring back Let's Start There, like officially. But do like a personal podcast. Yeah, do like a personal podcast. And then when the time is right and I have like an actual studio and all that, I can, in the right person, the right energy, chemistry, I could do a 2-person podcast with another person. But since I'm going to be telling story times anyways, that's why I was just thinking about doing a regular story time podcast. Like tell story times as usual, but just strip down on YouTube and just release it in podcast versions, you know, on audio services. That would be the easiest thing to do. Because I definitely have a lot of stories that I need to tell. So much has happened the last couple of years and continuing to happen that y'all just need to hear. Child, so if anything, just remember, you're not ugly, baby. And it ain't even, it ain't even necessarily the fact that you ain't got money. It's just your wig. It's just your wig, girl. Okay? So next time you feeling down in the dumps and you feeling like you look like a dump stuck in, baby, just remember, it ain't the fact that you ugly and it ain't the fact that you ain't got no fucking money. It's that wig, bitch. Okay? Y'all better come down here and get you one of these. Well, not one of these, because y'all not about to. I'm gatekeeping this shit. Girl, bye. Y'all can go get Buddy Unit number 5. Okay, that shit that I was wearing before. Y'all can go get some other shit. But I'm gatekeeping my wigs, girl. Fuck out of here. Now everybody want to be Donna Summers. Now everybody want to be fucking Sky Santana. Okay, want to be Sasha Fierce. Fuck out of here. Y'all know my signature. My CHIT signature. My eyes look so undone. Okay, now I'm just stalling. I gotta go. I gotta get dressed. And I gotta do laundry. Trying to add some color and some dimension to my motherfucking face. That added something. Let me add a little blush. A little blushiano. I was going to do a full beat, but I mean, this is sort of a full beat, but It's like a I Meet You There beat. You know, it's not like an entree beat. It's more like it's like a cute appetizer beat. Do I want to be 6 today? Because I am 6 today. But like, ooh, girl, you look sick. And it's like, I am. Okay? I am. That needs to be blended the fuck out. Why have I ever in my natural born life? That's what I mean. I be walking out looking any type of way. And still getting your daddy and your brother and your cousin. Listen, I want to bring back DM stories because the way that my Facebook has been blowing the fuck up, okay? Because I was on Facebook for other reasons. Okay? For other reasons. And then I saw that they had like a little dating section. I said, oh, let me. And ever since I said, oh, ooh, this where the niggas at. Now, don't get this twisted. I've always known where the niggas at because the niggas be wherever I'm at. Okay, but I said, oh, this for the hood niggas who want love. Okay, that's different. This is where the hood niggas who want love at. I said, okay. Because I know where the hood niggas at. Okay, I know where they at. But on Facebook, I said, on Facebook, really? This for the hood niggas who want love. Yeah, I said, wow. Wow. Can I blend it any more down? Oh, God, I'm trying because I got to go. I'm not about to keep playing with y'all's. Like, I ain't got shit to do. Trying to sit here and keep me on the phone all goddamn day. I got shit to do. Yeah. Child, that may not be the best, and it's not. But it's fine. It's going to have to do. It's fine. It's going to have to do. Okay. It's going to have to do. With a big kabuki. Because life, let me tell y'all, life without a kabuki, oh my God, girl. Y'all don't want to know life without a kabuki. Now I'm gonna pack my lashes just in case, because lashes be giving you that extra. Okay, when I don't have lashes or eyeliner on, I be feeling fresh fish. Okay, I be feeling like the catch of the day. Okay, the catch of the day. Okay, but lashes make them hold on to me. Okay, because just because I got caught, don't mean that they can't throw my ass back out to the sea. So whenever I have on lashes and I have on eyeliner, oh baby, that's that extra security. I know I'm coming home with shit. And I know y'all just heard that. But
what are you doing?
I'm busy.
What are you doing?
I'm busy.
What are you doing?
So you on speaker and this is unedited. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'll hit you back in a second.
What's going on, y'all? It's me, the best friend. I'm down here.
Shut the fuck up. Goodbye. I wonder if Erica know how much we be using her lingo. What's going on, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Shout out to Erica Tadero. Okay. The queen. Okay, I really gotta go. Yeah, it's giving very Girl from Black Knight. Y'all remember that movie? Light skinned girl that was like real natural and curly hair. It's giving her. I don't remember her name, but Girl from Black Knight. Because I gotta go. We went way over time. And I was not trying to be outside till like midnight unless I was staying out past midnight. Wait, I don't even know where the fuck I put the glitter. Let's see. Let's try that again. Oh, y'all can see that. I know y'all see that. You know, not too crazy, okay? Because like I said, we're not doing B-face. We just, I know, my B-face, and then holla. We're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. Wait, can I let me see. Is it gonna let me? Can I let y'all preview my new song? Because I didn't have a chance to upload it onto this shit. Let me see. Let y'all hear a little bit of it.
Don't pull out on no weak shit. I need a rough nigga on this meek shit. Give me brain like you been geeking. 10 rounds is what I am seeking. Come and bless my body, no weekend. Stuff my whole till I'm creaming. Don't leave unless I am leaking. Look, we can get it poppin' now at whoever place. Fuck the bill, I'm trying to sit up on a nigga face.
Down.
So you can see just how this getting taste. Now little nigga, I ain't playing. Come and get this cake.
A fucking lie. I let you high. Listen, y'all hear it someday. Y'all hear it someday when I remember that I actually still make music. Because I be forgetting. Life be life. Okay? I be creating songs and then I send it to the engineer thing and then because y'all know I always got to come back and promote something. We're not coming back for free. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Y'all have learned nothing from me, and y'all are interested in being an entrepreneur. Don't come back for free, child. Either we making money or we putting something out to make money, or come back with something to promote, baby. Just know, okay? I'm promoting something 9 times out of 10. Speaking of, make sure that y'all hoes join my Patreon, but more of that in the outro, okay? You'll hear more about that in the outro. But yeah, I do have Swing My Way, which is not on streaming services yet, and then I have Swing My Way is coming, Get Some is coming. Swing My Way and Get Some are already on SoundCloud. So if you want to hear that, it's already on SoundCloud, but they're not on streaming yet. But Get Some, Swing My Way, and this new song, which is called Demon Time, they will be on streaming services soon. Probably next week. Or this weekend, depending on how shit go. Because this show kid asking for a lot of money from me. They want me to pay $40 to put that shit online. I said, Chad, I have to be Scott Santana. Okay, create a whole new account. Scott Santana. Scott Santana, yes. Okay, Scott Santana, hell nah. Okay. What is you talking about? $40. $40. I like the way that blush look. Oh, that's kind of soft and cute and kind. I know that y'all see it. Okay, hold on. Because we're not about to. This is why I can't be fucking around. It's 6:04. It's 6:04. Like I don't have to go do shit. This is why I can't be fucking around with y'all. Because I wanted to be like, oh my God, blush. Well, no, I don't want it to be like, I want it to be like, oh, my face is so cute and round and like, but not like blush. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see the definition, but it ain't like clown. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me go get my shit real quick, my lip gloss. Okay, let me text somebody because now I need to make sure somebody is going to be out tonight before I even. Because now I need to make this sound worth it. Because I'm going to be mad if I get off. Yeah, let me text people. So I can be like, come out with me tonight. Because I'm going to be mad if I don't want to go out and then get off at 12. If y'all, I'll do a whole video breaking down of exactly like what it is that I do. If I had it the perfect way, I would love to like vlog and film and like let that be a how to hustle and grind and survive in New York, but child, barely. Barely. Yeah, let me go ahead and send them texts out now because oh my God. I do my deliveries in 6-hour intervals. Because unless I rent the bike for the week, it's 6-hour intervals. And so that's why I would have had wanted to been out by 4. By the time I get down, it's probably gonna be. I'm not doing 7 to 1. I'm not. Latest I'll probably do is 12. We'll see. One day I'll do a video. Show y'all girls how to hustle. How to hustle bustle. Okay, but make sure y'all got that money saved up. Okay. Not just for Beyonce, but bitch for my motherfucking Patreon. Go join my goddamn Patreon. Okay, so we can come back full force. Full motherfucking force, okay? Because I keep telling y'all, whenever I do start posting content regularly, it's not going to be a full, like, the story time's not going to be a full, unless you want the audio. You'll hear the audio version in full, like in podcasts in full version. But it won't be the full video version unless you go to Patreon, baby. So you won't get the full story. You're only going to be getting half the tea. Okay? So let's go ahead and... I just got chills the way that. Oh my God. Do y'all see the way that just humanized me? Like, oh my God. And then that blend. This is the one I've been using lately. Because I'm not even going to hold y'all. Back when I really gotta go. I really gotta fucking go. But back when Sephora was like giving samples, I used to get a whole face done at Sephora because I would go in and I would get samples of foundation, concealer, whatever. But whatever. Now I got my drugstore products and shit. And then when I didn't feel like buying shit, I would do my whole face at home, and then I would go to like Dwayne Reed or Sephora, but Dwayne Reed is more accessible, and I would use a satin spray. And it started off as me using NYX NYX satin spray, and it started off me doing matte. But then, you know, sometime last year, I realized, why the fuck am I still using matte when I'm a fucking female now? You know what I mean? My skin is not oily. I'm a fucking female. Like, and then my shit looks like a brick if I use matte. Which makes me think, too. I think this Sports Fix, I think this shit is matte. Because the reaction that I just had a couple of seconds ago was not the same that I'm having now. Because this feels matte. It looks matte. But I like it dewy. I like my shit dewy. Now that I realize what dewy is. I like my shit dewy. Like skin-like. Yeah, so I got to get a new con. But long story short, basically, it started off with me going to the store and like stealing like spritz or whatever. Like I would do my whole face and then go to Dwayne Reed and then just like quickly spritz my face or whatever with NYX. And then I started doing dewy, fell in love with dewy. And then that's how I stumbled upon this product, because I would get the stores and they didn't have NYX and I had to test out other shit. And so I started using Makeup Revolution, fell in love with them. Mind you, I've been using their powders. Love their banana powder, love their translucent powder. Yeah. Just in case anybody asks, I'm wearing Maybelline foundation. Love them. Love the Maybelline Super Stay foundation. Easily best. Love it as full coverage. Maybelline highlight. Elf blush. Like I said, Revolution powders. And I got the super highlight powder. Okay. Oh, I forgot the double highlight. Because I usually go in with a second highlight. But I said I didn't want to beat face today. I said I wanted more natural. Yeah, because I use LA Girl Pro, but then I like to go in with Elf. I like to do a super highlight, but that's when I'm going for beat face. Today is more natural. Today is more natural, like I just woke up out of bed. So, yeah, that's what it's given. That's what it's given. So, we're about to go ahead and... Am I the only one who always do this when I walk past the mirror? Y'all notice how the voice started like naturally growing lighter, right? Like I'm telling, like it's just like it be dependent, and then if like I've been around you for a while, I'd be like, yeah, nigga, like I'm over this shit. I had a long ass fucking day. Like don't let me put the lashes on now. And bitch, don't let me put the motherfucking lashes on. I'm really up here. I'm really up here. Like, I'm really, like, my voice be like, Bill, I be like a valley girl. I be completely losing my motherfucking New York accent. And I be like, really, bitch? Like, I really be up there now. But, you know, listen, I told y'all, I'm already to catch that motherfucking deck. But adding lashes and adding the eyeliner, oh, baby, it's like job security. It's like, but if you thought you was a catcher today, bitch, listen. Now it's quarantine. It's getting lockdown. Okay, we caught you before, but now we locking you down. Okay, love it for me. Love it for me. It's just the perks of being a bad bitch. So now I just gotta get ready into my uniform, which is the same shit. Literally wear the same shit every day. Cause I'm a basic bitch. If y'all don't know that, I'm not into fashion. As long as it's black, that's all I care about. Black leggings. That's it. Black leggings and boobs out. Okay. Y'all should see the coat that I got now. It's olive green. I said, whoop, taking a risk. Taking a risk. Okay. But that's the most fashion daring that we get. Okay. Listen, this is right here. This is where you need to stay focused. Right here. Right here. The boobs in here. Okay. In the face. Fuck the clothes, they coming off anyway. Okay? Especially if I like you, they coming off anyway. Fuck the clothes unless you buying them, right? That's how I feel. Okay? Fuck you, give a fuck about me being a fashionista for. Baby, you buying them? You buying them? Okay, then listen. I will be that Fashion Nova model that you looking for. Yeah. It's time for me to go though. And it's about time for me to order another wig. I'm mad it's this late. By the time I get on the train, 6:30. By the time I get down, it's 7 o'clock. And at this point, I'm like, I should just fucking record the other videos I had. This video was not supposed to be 2 hours. As y'all can see, y'all talk too goddamn much. You know. Y'all do. But it's okay. I get it. Y'all have not seen me in forever. I'm gonna be mad if I click off of this shit and it'd be like, volume, not inputted. The entire time. What the fuck? Oh. Because I don't even remember getting my fucking lip gloss. I remember getting up to get it, but I don't remember getting it out. What the fuck did I get out? Everybody texting me but who I need an answer from about tonight. I was supposed to line my lips, but I don't feel like doing that. Why does it smell like shit? Did I eat ass? When the last time I went out? I didn't go out Sunday. I was out Saturday night. Did I eat ass that night? Why does it smell like shit? But I don't eat shitty booty. Let's start there. And I know my breath wasn't stinking. Why make my lips look like that? Mind you, this is a clear gloss. I gotta go because I'm tired of fucking. I'm tired. And I know y'all probably tired of my voice changes. Y'all like, who the fuck is on the goddamn screen? Is it Jersey? Is it Sky? Is it Ariana? Is it CHIT? Girl, yes. I'm just trying to fluff out the hair, you know. Get the kinks out. Oh, that's still tied up. Okay. Well, let me take this off because I'm not about to wear this for real until I change. But I already put on deodorant. Why it smell like I didn't? Hold up. But I did. Okay. Oh my God. Girl. No. Oh, I saw this and I thought it was all me. Hold up. That's not all me, y'all. Listen, that's me. Okay, because it definitely, hold up. I'm trying not to let my boobs fall out. But hold up. Because it was definitely giving like, wait, that's a cockroach. But y'all know what I'm saying. It was definitely giving Sasquatch. The nipple want to come out so bad. And I could use the money. Don't tempt me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. We're not going to get banned on YouTube. We're just going to get, stay. We're not going to put that out there. All right, I got to go, y'all. For real. Get the fuck off my phone because y'all talk too goddamn much. So let me know. I'm not going to fucking drink. Girl. Yeah, I gotta go. Let me see. Let me take this down so I can take a picture. Because y'all know these are unedited, right? Y'all know these are unedited. Hold up. Because we gotta make the boobs look right in the picture. We gotta entice motherfuckers. Because there's motherfuckers that will still come in because they have not seen a video in like 3 years and be like, what are your pronouns? What are you? Are you a girl? Are you a boy? Oh my God, you transitioned? Bitch, it's 2023. I transitioned in 2020. Oh, child, I don't even know. In 2019. So that's why I'm like, let's readjust the boobs. Ooh, what? They are big, y'all. I always tell y'all that. They really are big. They really are big, but I still need a boob job because they more like fraternal. I used to say there was like distant cousins. They more like fraternal twins. No. Okay, they're not neighbors. Maybe they are like cousins. They're not distant cousins. Okay, but I need them to be like boom, like how, like I need them to sit naturally like this. Okay, instead of like it being like space. But they definitely big. So it's I think what I need is more so of a boob lift, because yeah, I'm constantly lifting up my boobs. So I'm gonna start looking at that because I'll be looking at boob jobs and I don't need. But see, I'll be worried about like what's gonna happen when I lose weight, like the fat in it, right? But then at the same time, I've always had boobs. I've always had boobs. They just never been like, like this. But I've always had boobs. So we're gonna figure that out. But I just now realized for the first time in like 4 years, like it's actually a boob lift that I'm looking for, that I need. Because people always ask me like, why the fuck you feel like you need a boob job? Like you got boobs. And I'm like, but I just realized I'm always lifting them up to get this desired effect. And so yeah, girl. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get the thumbnail. Hold up. Y'all see how I'm so pretty, y'all. Listen, I'm so pretty. And if you still here, girl, get off my dick. If you still here, you're a real one. You know what I mean? I'm about to... Oh, wait, no, I gotta make this... Fuck, I forgot I gotta make the thumbnail now before I leave. Yeah, it's not gonna be perfect, but I edit it somehow. It's not gonna be perfect, because I ain't got the time. Yeah, I want my hair to lay a certain way. But we ain't got the time, y'all. We do not have the time. Y'all know I'm pretty, though. Okay. Oh, I gotta go to perfectionist. Emmy wants to like. It gotta lay a certain way. Gotta lay a certain way. Gotta lay a certain way. Not dramatic enough. Too much anyway. This really how we be taking our when we be posting, this really how we be doing. Okay, or I just sit and or if it's like a commentary video, I just take a picture from a screen grab. Wait, let me turn this up a little, because y'all probably might think the foundation don't match. Y'all gotta realize I'm a little off the ring light. Yeah, like if I got closer, you'll see that like it matches better. But like I'm off, so like the shadow is off of my face. I promise you though, my makeup is not gray. And then I also like to too show Marilyn. I like to show that my hair is big, but I also like to show Marilyn. And then I also like to look at the camera. And I just try to remember what Tyra taught me. And like smiles. And then because I don't have lashes on, I gotta overcompensate. So now I really gotta smiles. And really pose, couture. But not too much, because I'm pretty. So don't want to look like I'm trying too hard or anything. But I do want to make it look like I care. But I don't. I'm sure I can find a picture out of that. But I gotta go. Bye, hoes.
And see, that is what we're going to go ahead and end this video. Now remember, if you hated me for that opinion, don't worry, girl. There's a lot more where that came from. Just make sure that you like, you comment, and you subscribe and turn your notifications on. For extended videos and exclusive content, including full episodes of my new weekly podcast, let's start there.
make sure that y'all go ahead and subscribe to patreon.com/SkySantana. And also, make sure that y'all join the Bandit mailing list in the description box. So that way, y'all hoes never miss a video. Make sure that y'all follow me on Twitter so that we can engage and argue back and forth. And, you know, just stay tuned for the hot shit that's coming to you, bitch. Okay? I love y'all. Bye.
I'm trying to fuck now, so baby, let's dance. Fuck up my baby right here on my left.